Hi, it's Catherine here, and I have a book haul for you guys today. Um, and it'll be in three categories: books from the library, books that I got at the beginning of July because I feel like I got them forever ago, and then books that I just got recently. There's about there's about 12 books, and then 2 DVDs. And for me, I always don't like when other people have book hauls and they don't have the book titles and the author on the screen. But now that I'm making videos, I've realized that I don't have a computer that I can do that on. And I wanted all my viewers to see the title and the author of the books that I'm showing you. And because I don't have the ability to put the book title and the author on the screen, I will be putting the book title and author of all these books and DVDs in the box below. That way everyone can see what books I'm talking about in case you want to check them out for yourself. Um, so I guess I'll start with the first book from the library. I got an I actually haven't read this book, and you would think that I would have read it in high school, but I didn't. The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, and I haven't gotten to this one quite yet, but there. But I'm looking forward to reading it. So that's the first one. And then I borrowed this book from the library because I want to have a little bit more of a fun book to read. And so I got Peace, Love, and Rubber Ducks by Lauren Myracle. And I think that's how you pronounce her name, because it looks like that's how you pronounce her name. And I haven't read this one yet, but it looks fun and cool, so I'm looking forward to read this one also. And then this next book is also by Lauren Myracle, and it's ttyl. I actually tried to read this book a couple months back, but I kind of got bored in the middle. But I was also very busy during that time, so I decided to give it another shot because I think I'll like it. And the last book that I got from the library was The Masque of the Red Death. I wanted to read this one for quite a while, and I actually planned on just buying it. But I saw it at the library the other day, and I thought, oh my goodness gracious, I gotta borrow this and read it. So I'm looking forward to this one. And then the DVDs that I got from the library are Interview with the Vampire based on the book by Anne Rice. And I did read the book, but I haven't seen the movie yet, so I want to see how the movie is, in comparison to the book. And then I also got The Prestige. I watched this movie a whole bunch of times before, and I remember that it was so good, but we don't own it, that I wanted to check it out again to rewatch it, and because I remember really liking it. So those are all the things that I got from the library, and the books that I got also from the library, but I bought these books because they were in a sale at the library. And it was really, really cool because I didn't know that libraries had done that until I actually started looking into it. And so I got 3 books for myself. I got a couple books for my family, but since they're not books that I got for myself, they will not be included in this haul. Okay, I got The Curious Incident of the Dog, of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon. And I remember really, really wanting to read this just because I saw a whole bunch of really good reviews for it, but I'd never really checked out what it was about. And so I got this book thinking, oh yeah, this book is really, really popular, I'm gonna love it. And then I checked out what it was about, and once I realized that it was about, I became much more excited to read this. So this is on the top of my to be read pile, because I'm really, really excited to read it. And it's not, that big, so I should, read it pretty fast, and a review of it should be up within the next week or two. And then the next one I got is called Sherlock in Love by Sena Naslund. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not. But I got this one basically just because it looked cool and it was discounted, and I wanted to get a book that I just knew nothing about, that I didn't see any reviews on, just to get it and read it and have the experience all to myself of reading a new book. So this is this one. It looks pretty interesting, so we'll see how it is. And this last one I got, once again, I didn't hear anything about it, but I read one of her other books, and so I wanted to read this one too, and it's Pandora by Anne Rice. And I have a question for all of you, whoever is watching this video. Is this the second book in a series, about Pandora or something like that? Because when we looked at it again, somebody said that it wasn't the first book to a series, it was the second book. And I don't want to read it until I've read the first book, if that's the case. So if this isn't the first book to a series or something like that, please tell me, that way I can check out the first book and read them in order. It might be fun to read them out of order, but I think I would want to just read them in order. Okay, now these next books are the books that I got recently, from like the last 2 weeks, I would say. And the first one is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Wilde. And I actually checked this book at the library a while ago, and once I started reading it, I found that I didn't know what half the words meant, which is silly for, it's silly, but I'll admit I didn't know half the words, and so I wanted to highlight the words and then write the definition to the side. That way when I turn back to them, I would know. But you can't really do that in a library book, so I decided to just wait until I bought the book, which I did, and so I'm really excited to try reading it again, and this time take more notes. The next one I got is Pretties by Westerfeld. As you can see, I've read a whole bunch. I'm almost done. I'm liking it so far. There might be a review up for it, there might not be. Probably will be, just because this is the most recent book that I've been reading. So yeah, this is this one. And I've realized that most people have read this book already, but I haven't, and so you will see the Pretties review and all the other books in this series. I'll put those up. And I really, really like it too. So this is that one. And then there's Specials by Westerfeld. Just ignore this part. It was used at the bookstore. So all these books, by the way, they were also discounted. I just got them elsewhere and more recently. So after I read Pretties, I might read another book, but eventually there'll be a review up for this one too. So, and the last one is one that I actually haven't done much research on, but the cover is really, really nice. I just decided to check it out. It is Matched by Condie. If I mispronounced her name, please let me know in the comments below. Yeah, I read the inside cover, And, you know, I think it's supposed to be a romance, but really what really drew me to buy this book is the cover, because it's a girl trapped in like a glass ball. And I thought that was so creative that I just want to get it and get started on this series, because I love getting new books and new book recommendations for the beginning of new series. Because once I end a series, I always want to start another one. So that's it. Like I said, I will put the title of the book and the author in the little section below. That way, if any of the books sound interesting to you, you can check them out as well, and know I'm talking about it when I post a review if you haven't read them already. The only other thing I was going to say was thank you to all the people who have been watching my videos so far. And if you want to subscribe, that is totally okay with me. Please subscribe to my channel. It would mean a whole bunch. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Bye.